Well, I am going to discuss another type of uh, numerical in the topic of design design of ordinary blackboard. In previous lecture, one numericals I have discussed. So here the another type of numericals I am going to discuss. A single bolted double cover butt joint is used to connect two plates which are 16 thick. So you see that the butt joint are when the butt joints are used, butt joint are used when the members are joined end to end. Okay, this is end and this is end. So when the members are joined end to end, that time the butt joint are used. So in butt joint the cover plate are used. Okay, the cover plate are used. So here the two cover plates are used, having thickness 8 thickness of the cover plate is 8 and this is a bolted connection. The bolt specification are given. The diameter of the bolt is 16 the grade is 4.6. If 4 bolts are provided in the bolt line at a pitch of 45 So here the 4 bolts are used. Pitch distance, all the bolts are placed at a equal at equidistance. Okay, the pitches are equal. Okay, the end distance also given, that is 30 So what you have to find out? You need to find out the strength and efficiency of the joint. So you know that in bolted connection we find out mainly we find out shearing strength, bearing strength, and the minimum is considered as a design strength of the joint. So as we here the strength you have to calculate, and also you have to find out the efficiency of the joint. So that's why the additional calculation are required. Means you have to find out the tensile capacity of the plate using the gross area and net area. The bolt will have in double shear because here the double cover plate are used to join the members. Double cover plate are used, so that's why the bolt has double shear, because the two shear planes are developed. This is one shear plane, this is another shear plane. Okay, so you have to find out the double shear strength of the bolt. So due to this shear forces, this member and this member are try to they are slide one over another. Okay, so here the two shear planes. Now you see that number of, this is ns means the number of shear plane without thread, or number of shear plane in the shank portion, and this is number of shear plane in the threaded portion. So here we consider the both planes are passes through threaded portion. To keep on safer side, we consider the both planes are in both plane are passes through threaded portion, because the threaded portion give the minimum area. So if I consider, because we do not know the length of bolt. So that's why it is advantageous that if you consider the plane or passes through thread, then it is then we are in safer side. Okay, because the sang area has the more area and the threaded area has less area. If I consider the less area, then we will get the less strength. If in reality, if the bolt if the shear plane passes through sang, then also that time also it is safe, because we are considering the minimum area. So minimum area means the threaded portions we have considered. So if it is on if the shear plane passes through sang portion, uh, then also it is in safer side. Then also we are in safe side, because we are consider the critical minimum area or critical section we have considered. So here we assume the both plane passes through sang portion. Now the A and B is how much? This is the area of threaded portion, this is area of sang portion. So in the previous example already the 16 dia bolt sang area and threaded area we have calculated. So that's why here we do not here we are not giving the calculation. So just in previous in previous numerical you just check how the how the area of sang portion comes, that you check. So you see that Fu is the ultimate strength of the bolt, which is 400, and this is A and B is 156.7, which I have I have already explained how it comes, and it was explained in previous slide. So the same data are considered here, so that's why we are not showing the calculation to find out the area of threaded portion. Now we find out the design shearing strength of per pitch length. So you see, you note that the strength is calculated per pitch length. Okay, so this is strength calculated per pitch length. So this area only consider this area, the distance of this length is how much? P. Okay, so this area only consider, not the full width are considered, only the per pitch length we find out the strength per pitch length, not the full width are considered. Here the full width are not considered, per pitch length are considered to get the strength. So that's why you see that we find out, we get the design shear strength by dividing the factor of safety. The factor of safety for bolt is given in table 5 IS 800/2007. So VDSB is how much? 57.92 kilonewton. So the design strength of bolt per pitch length is how much? 57.92 kilonewton. So similarly, we find out the bearing capacity of the bolt per pitch length. The kb we compute, kb we calculate, and this following expression, the four values we check 4 values, and minimum we provide. This is first value, then another second, this is third, the ratio of ultimate tensile strength of the bolt to ultimate strength of plate, 0.9, 8 and 1. So this is 4. So the smaller value is adopted. So kb is 0.55. Fu is ultimate tensile strength of plate. This data is given in problem. So Fu given 410 Newton per millimeter square. So hence the nominal bearing capacity of the bolt, so is the value we put here, in this expression, and we get the nominal bearing capacity of the bolt. So now next we find out, we get the design bearing strength of bolt using the factor of safety of bolt factor of safety, dividing the bolt factor of safety, we get the design bearing strength of bolt per pitch length. So that you remember, this is very important. We find out the strength per pitch length, not the full width we have considered. We consider only pitch length. So next we find out the strength of plate per pitch length, the net strength, net design strength we find out. So net design strength is calculated using the net area. Okay, the net area, using the net area we find out the design tensile strength of the plate. We obtain the design, we get the design tensile strength of the plate, and which is this formulae given in IS 800/2007, clause number 10.3.4, page number 75. So go to page number 75 and read the clause number. So their equations is given to determine the tensile capacity of the plate. So the using that formulae we find out the capacity of the plate is 63.76 kilonewton. So An is the net area of the plate, because the strength is calculated per pitch length, not full width are not considered. Full width are not considered, only the pitch length are considered. So that's why this P is considered, because the formula is, if I consider the full area, of the plate, then P is replaced by B. Okay, if I full width if I consider, then P is replaced by B, but we consider the design strength per pitch length, so that's why P is used. Okay, so P minus diameter of the hole. So in pitch length, so only the one diameter, only one hole remain. So 45 is the pitch length, and hole diameter is minus 18 into 8, and this is 296 millimeter square. This is not millimeter, so I did mistake here. So area of net area of the plate, this is 296 millimeter square, and T is the thickness of thinner plate. Okay, so thinner plate, this is 8. So you see that thickness of thinner plate means the here the we are using the 16 mm plate and 8 mm plate. So thickness of thinner plate is 8 mm. At the pitch you consider, we are calculating the strength per pitch length. So that's why the pitch distance are taken. So only this pitch, if I consider the full width or full area we consider, then we use B. Okay, not P, but here the pitch are considered, strength are considered per pitch length, so that's why P is taken. So in pitch distance, so how many holes remain? So this is a one hole, so that's why pitch minus hole die to get the net area. Now the gamma M1 is the partial factor of safety for material. This is 1.25. You can check the codal provision. you see that here uh, resistance resistance governed by ultimate stress, the value is how much? This is 1.25, so that's why 1.25 are considered, which is given in table 5. So next, to find out the efficiency, you have to calculate the design strength of solid plate per pitch length. So here the no holes are not deductions are not made, no hole area deductions are made. So the full area you have to consider, and obviously this strength is considered per pitch length, so that's why this pitch into T. So here you see that diameter of hole is subtracted, but as we consider uh, the full plate, I mean as we consider the gross area, so that's why the diameter of hole is not subtracted. Okay, so this is a strength of plate without hole. Okay, the strength of plate without hole or without hole, or this is an actual strength of the plate. Okay, without hole or actual strength of the plate. So in actual strength of the plate, so no holes are whole area is not whole area is not considered, the full area is considered. Okay, without hole, that's why the pitch into thickness of plate to get the gross area of the plate. If I consider the strength of solid plate, uh, if I want to find out the design strength of solid plate, uh, plate of for full length, for full width, then P is replaced by B. Okay, so this is, that's why the 45 into 8 we get 360 mm. So if you, so why FU 410 is considered? Because there is no reduction of area, so that's why strength of plate is considered. And whereas here the strength of the minimum strength we have considered. Okay, as the bolt are inserted to join the members, so that's why the bolt strength, between the bolt strength and plate strength, the minimum one you have to consider. So minimum one is 400 is the minimum. So 400 and 410. 400 and 410. 410 is for plate, 410 for bolt. So which one is the minimum? So for bolt it is minimum. So when we consider the plate without hole, means the here the bolts are not used. So only the, that's why the only plate strength, that's why we consider the strength of plate. So which is equal to 410 Newton per millimeter square. Hence the strength of the joint per pitch length will be the list of the strength per pitch length in shear bearing for bolt and net strength of plate. So the minimum has to be taken between 3, is the shearing strength, bearing strength, and tensile strength of the net tensile strength of the plate. So hence minimum has to be taken. So hence strength of the joint per pitch length is the minimum. So minimum means the shear give the minimum value. So that's why the 57.72 is considered. You see that again I did a mistake. So this is basically not 57.32, this is 56.72. 56.31. Why 56.31? Because the bearing give the minimum value. Okay, so here I did a mistake. This is not, this is wrong. 56.31 because the bearing give the minimum value. Now the efficiency of the joint, so this will be the strength of the joint. Okay, the minimum of 3. Now the efficiency of the joint is equal to strength of bolted joint per pitch length, strength of solid plate per pitch length. The strength of bolted joint, strength of plate without strength of bolted joint, and strength of solid plate, okay, per pitch length. So that I divide 56.31 and 106.327, this value, the solid plate, the strength of solid plate. Now we see that the efficiency is 52.99%. so from by this value, what we understand, so this is 52.99% efficient because of the because of the presence of hole. The efficiency of the joint is reduced. Okay, so efficiency of the joint is 52.99% because when you make the hole, the strength is reduced. So you see that only we get the efficiency 52.99%. And if the so this point is very important. If the welding are done, then we get the maximum efficiency because in welding there is no hole. So that's why the efficiency of the joint is we get the more the joint may be more efficient in case of welding because there no deduction of area of plate. So here I end my lectures.